lesson, we will install the development environment to make sure you will be able to follow the class. So we will need three components. We will need Visual Studio Code, Node.js, and Git. So let's get into it and perform the installation. Open Google and in the search bar type Node.js and hit enter. The very first link is what we are looking for, nodejs.org, and click on that. Here you have an option right away to download Node.js, and as you can see, it is LTS version. You also have an option to install the latest version of the Node.js, but please do not do so. Always install LTS version. As of today, LTS version is 20.12.1, and make sure that you are up to date with your current Node.js version, so you will not have any compatibility issues down the road. So just click on this button and installer will be downloaded automatically. So just open this installer. If you are on Windows, you will have a Windows installer. If you are on Mac, you will have a Mac installer. And just complete the standard installation. Click in continue, continue, agree with everything, install. And installation is completed. So very quick and easy. And we hit close. So the next component that we need is Visual Studio Code. It will be our code editor. So go to Google and type VS Code and hit enter. Again, the very first URL, codevisualstudio.com, hit enter. And you have also different options to download. So you can download macOS installer, Windows installer, you just download this installer and perform the standard installation. So nothing fancy, nothing special about that. And you will install this program to your computer. And the last component, we need to install Git. Git is needed to interact with the remote repository in order to download test applications. So we type git, hit enter, and the very first URL, git-scm.com, is what you are looking for. Click on that. So if you are on Windows, the installation will be pretty simple. So here is the Windows build. You download this 64-bit Git for Windows. It's standard installer. You just open this installer, execute, and everything will be installed by default. You don't need to do anything else. If you are on Mac computer, the Mac installation is a little bit more tricky because it doesn't have the standard installer. The most easiest way to install Git on Mac is using a Homebrew. Homebrew is a very convenient package manager, so if you don't use Homebrew yet, I highly recommend to install it. So here is the URL to the Homebrew. This is a Homebrew. In order to install it on your computer, all you need to do is take this URL, copy it, open a new terminal session, paste this URL, and execute. That's it. At the end of the execution, you will see a couple more instructions for the Homebrew, the couple of commands that you will need to execute in order to fully install this package manager. And then in the future, you can use it to download any packages with just a single line command. And that's it. After you install the Homebrew, you need to execute in the terminal brew install git and hit enter. And Git will be installed to your computer. Alright, that's it. After you installed all these three components, you need to make a validation that everything is installed correctly. In order to do so, first of all, open the Visual Studio Code. So this is the Visual Studio Code. You will see either a welcome screen or the blank screen like I have. First thing I would recommend is to enable autosave. So go to File and click here on Autosave. It means that all changes that you will make in files working with Visual Studio Code will be saved automatically. So this is very convenient. And now let's validate that all of our packages installed correctly. So click on the terminal, new terminal, and in the new terminal session, type command node-v and hit enter. As you can see, I have Node 20.10 installed on my computer, so you need to validate that your computer also have a current LTS version of Node.js. And the second command is git-v, run it, and to make sure that Git is also installed and you can see the version displayed in the terminal. And the one last component that we need to install is Playwright Extension. To install the extension, you need to click on this icon with the little squares, click on that, and then here search for Playwright And the very first thing, which has a check mark of Microsoft, which is official plugin of the Microsoft, this is the one you need, Playwright Test for VS Code. And you will need to click the button Install. I have already installed it, so you just need to click Install. And once you install it successfully, you will see this little icon, which is a test explorer that is extension of Playwright. Alright, that's it guys. We configured our development environment and see you in the next lesson.